Ugh, I don't want to walk in this water. It stinks. Oh, it's so gross. I don't like this water. Stinky, stinky, stinky. Gotta get off the bank. Okay. All right, let's turn on the boost. Time to get lazy. Oh yeah. Now we're moving, slowly but surely. Good evening from the paddleboard. I almost never fish in the evenings, but it's been super hot this week and it stays light till like 9:30. So I'm like, you know what? Let's do this thing. So we are out here. We're gonna have about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours to fish. I've got this Cast King Kestrel BFS reel that they sent me. I'm gonna test this puppy out. Really, we're just gonna be doing some BFS fishing from the paddleboard and mostly going for bass, but I'm good with whatever bites, as you guys obviously know. I'm at this small lake. I've never really caught anything big out here, but there's some decent bluegill, and then there's a lot of smaller bass. But the main thing is just enjoy a little evening session of bass fishing, man. Can't really go wrong, my friends. Let's get right to it. All right, before I make a cast, I should probably mess with the settings a little bit. Make sure this thing's set properly. That's good. I'm gonna turn up the brakes a little bit just to get a little bit of a feel for this reel. Oh yeah, that wasn't a problem at all. I'm just throwing a 3/32 ounce mule jig with a donkey tail on there. We're gonna start with this. It's pretty weedy in here. I might go to a little micro Texas rig, not really sure. I don't wanna re-rig too many times just because, I'm not gonna be out here very long. So if we start catching fish on this, chances are I'll just leave it on. We'll see. A lot of grass in here. A lot of grass. I'm gonna take a look-see-poo. I'm seeing some dinky bass, like there's one literally right in front of my... Oh, he ate it right away. Well, evidently they're a little hungry. I didn't think he would just come up and smash it right in front of me. He was right in front of my paddleboard, and I just dropped it in front of the nose and he just ate it. So, little guy, but that is a start, my friends. I have made like 2 casts and 1 pitch, and we've already caught a fish. Not bad, not bad. Another one. 2 casts in a row. Well, there's fish willing to bite, my friends. Not big ones necessarily, but fish. I'm seeing a lot of bluegill around, and then just some juvenile bass. Like I said, I've never caught a big bass out here. I can't say I've fished this lake a lot, but when I have fished it, it's been a lot of fish about this size. And then there's, there's respectable bluegill in here, but yeah, that's a dinky bass. See you, buddy. I will say this reel is very lightweight, which I like. Matches up with this Dobyns Sierra quite well. Digging it, my friends, digging it. Oh, I got one. Oh no, let's not lose our paddle. Yeah, trying to multitask. Oh, there we go, missed him. Trying to multitask and move while fishing is probably a risky choice. I don't want to lose a paddle. I lost that fish. I would rather lose the fish than the paddle, but the point is, might make more sense to avoid casting while moving using the boost. Oh, Ethan. I think there was just like a little bit of a braid that was kind of tense on the spool there. There you go. Got a better hook in that fish. Oh, what? He spit it, dadgummit. I thought I had a better hook in that fish. Did not get him very good, evidently. Looks like it kind of drops off a little bit right here. The weeds kind of calm down. There's one. Yep. That little tiny drop off had a fish on it. Another dink, but another fish. Any fish I catch is a blessing, as far as I'm concerned. And I popped that one. Man, he got hooked real good. There we go. All right, buddy. See you later. See if there's any more down there in that little drop off. Not much. It's probably still super shallow. There's weeds, 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 and then it just kind of... There's another. Second cast right in a row. It just kind of drops off a little bit, gives them something to kind of sit on and ambush prey. These fish are hitting quick, so there's definitely a chance there's more down there. Usually the faster they eat, the more likely there's other fish around because they are trying to get it away from the other fish. They don't want their competition to get it first, so they eat it quick. Man, that one gobbled it up. Look, you think he wanted that thing? Dadgum. There you go. Okay. See you, buddy. 2 casts, 2 fish. Let's see if I can make it 3 in a row. Well, we can't go 3 in a row, but that's just, I blame the paddleboard for drifting around. So I spooled this up with some line that I have. What just happened? What just happened? Did I break off my entire leader there? Okay, well, I don't remember if I brought leader line. I sure hope I did. Anyways, what I was saying is this line is some kind of Veravos stuff that I already had. And I spooled it up, and unfortunately I just broke off my leader, but I don't think I can blame the line. I must have just tied a bad knot. I don't know. So Glide sent me this cooler, and actually you're going to be seeing a video at some point soon on a different paddleboard, so stay tuned for that. Spoiler alert. But I went ahead and put the cooler on this, and I really like it. It's nice to sit up on there. There's my water bottle. Got a cool sticker on that. Let's see here. Oh, duh. I don't even know why I'm getting in the cooler, because that's not where I put my stuff. My brain is not functioning, my friends. It's not functioning. My stuff's up here. What am I doing? I don't have any leader line. Stupid, stupid, stupid. The one thing I do have that I do want to try though, and it doesn't matter if I have leader line or not, is this Strike King Bitsy Splash Popper. I don't know, I might have literally just broke the braid. Usually when I break off a leader, I still have like a piece of my knot on there. But it almost seems like I literally just broke the braid. It's hard to tell. See how this thing casts. Oh, pretty good. Just gonna work it. I'll plan to just work this thing around the weed edges. Pop it a couple times, see what happens. Okay, I wanted to catch a fish on this topwater. I thought for sure it would work, but I literally had one little nibble, and I'm pretty convinced that it was like a 5-inch bluegill maybe. So unfortunately, I'm gonna go back to something else, but you can't say I didn't try. I tell you what, despite the fact that I'm taking off the popper, I'm not fully giving up on the topwater just yet. Let's try a buzzbait. Little micro buzzbait. Maybe that'll be the play. Let's do this little white one right here. I think this is a Strike King. I don't know how big this buzzbait is, probably about 1/8 of an ounce. Oh, I can zing it. Oh, baby. That looks so good. Get crushed. Man, it's such a cute little buzzbait. It's just like, it's like a little honeybee, man. Listen to this. It's like a little honeybee. Oh, okay. I'm convinced that there's something messed up with this line. I literally just cast it off. I just tied a Palomar knot. No issues at all. It literally just flung right off. I'm not so sure I like this line. I'm not gonna lie. Why did that just break off on a cast? I literally just tied a Palomar knot. Nothing was wrong with my knot. Guys, I don't even know what to say. I literally broke off my leader. I broke off my buzzbait. I don't know what's going on. I don't feel like I'm tying bad knots, but maybe I am. I feel like the line slipped there. I could be wrong. I'm not trying to dog on any lines. This guy's literally getting pulled by a jet ski. I don't know what's happening. Am I supposed to fish in the evenings? Is it a sign that I should not fish in the evenings? I feel like this might be a sign that I'm a morning person and I need to just stop trying to do new things. Positive attitude, my friends, positive attitude. We are going to re-rig and we are going to catch a fish. Dadgummit. So I also have a Booyah micro buzzbait. You know what? Let's try that. Why not? We're gonna leave a bunch of tagline on this thing to avoid any slippage. Okay, let's see if this one has as good of a buzz. Oh yeah, very, very similar. Between the Booyah and the Strike King, two great little buzz baits. I think this one might even be a little more subtle. Okay. Oh, he hit it so quick. He hit it literally the second it hit the water. I can't even credit the buzzbait there. That fish would have eaten anything. That fish was hungry. Look at that. Landed a fish on the topwater. And it's an absolute donkey, huh? An absolute donkey. Okay, well, good sign. Maybe the juju is turning around. You know, this thing's pretty darn nifty. I feel very lazy. I feel like a lazy paddleboarder, but you gotta admit, this thing is very nifty. Nifty is such a cool word that I feel like I don't use enough. I might have to start using nifty more. That's a good word. I refuse to believe that I'm not putting this thing right on the money and it's going right by fish. So it's time to change. I've got one of these BKK little Texas rig jig head things. Green pumpkin jackworm. That looks pretty darn good, not gonna lie. Let's see if the slow moving approach gets us back on some fish. There's a bite. Gotcha. There you go. One thing I will say is with that little bit of a Texas rig situation, you got to set the hook with a little bit more beef to it. And I kind of liked that feeling. All right, there you go. That took me no time at all. Not going to say it's a big fish, but we're back. We're back, baby. There's a bite. Got you. I'm kind of letting them take it a little bit because I know they're small fish and I feel like they're going to pester it, grab the tail a little bit. And there you go. There you go, there you go. We are certainly not catching any big fish today, but my friends, I kind of said that from the start. This is a small lake. I just haven't seen the size potential for bass yet. But I'm not going to tell you we're not having fun, because we are having fun, despite all the nonsense that keeps happening. The good news is I'm pretty darn confident we're not going to deal with any more nonsense today.
The good news is I'm pretty darn confident we're not going to deal with any more nonsense today.
That was a pike. I jinxed myself when I said we weren't going to have any more issues. That must have been a pike. I don't know, dude. I'm starting to think that I really don't like this line. I never had many issues with this line on my other reel, but for some reason, I have had 3 breakoffs for no reason. And again, that one almost felt like the line slipped again. I never got like tension on that fish. Like surely that wasn't a pike, but it might have been a pike. The fact that I've had 3 breakoffs is stupid. Like this is bad, guys. Like I'm telling you, I feel so silly. I'm gonna post all these. I'm gonna tell my true story. You guys can make fun of me if you want, but I'm telling you, this is weird. I hate to be one of those guys, but I am going to blame the line a little bit here because this is just not normal. If we have issues again, then there's just something crazy going on here because I tied a totally different type of knot. It is cinched down. I'm gonna leave a big tag end. Like that is like 3/4 of an inch of tag end. I'm pulling on it like crazy. No issues. Got you. All right, don't you break me off, my friend. There you go. There you go. Okay. Chill, chill, chill. Hooked him good. No issues with that fish. See ya, buddy. So you guys are probably gonna make fun of me yet again, but it's 8:50. And the reason I know it's 8:50 is because my phone just made a noise indicating that it's my bedtime. That's right, folks. I usually go to bed right around 8:50, 9 o'clock. I know, you can make fun of me if you want, but that's my schedule. I wake up at 4:30 in the morning, my friends. Anyways, you know, today's fishing video has been fun, I feel like, but it has been aggravating with all the issues I've been having. Clearly, I need to play around with the line on this reel, I think. But I do like the setup. I feel like it's just kind of execution errors. I think it's kind of line errors, potentially. Again, someone's probably gonna be like, hey, stop blaming the line, Ethan. You messed up, own it. Okay, fine. I'm fully accountable for the mistakes. Either way, I'm probably gonna play around with some different line options, see what I can figure out. All in all though, man, I'm glad I came out, despite the fact that I'm really tired and sweaty. I'm glad I came out. Still got a few minutes of sunlight though. We're gonna try to catch some more fish before the day's through because I just don't feel like this mission is over yet. I gotta complete it with some more fish. Let's get back to it. Guys, I am definitely pulling all this line off. My line just broke in my reel. I mean, I'm definitely gonna investigate the guides on my rod, but I've never had issues with this rod, so I definitely don't think it's a nick in my guides. I'm wondering if maybe while I was spooling it up, it somehow got a bunch of abrasion on it or something. I'm not sure how that would have happened, but I'm wondering if somehow it's got an abrasion on it all around the line and it's just snapping in weak points. That's my only theory. it literally just broke in the spool while I casted it. So I already had a black and blue jackworm rigged up on a 1/16 ounce mule jig, and it's already a cut tail version. So we're gonna try this out to finish our day. Here's the thing. I hope I don't regret this. I really don't want to break off another jig, but here's the thing. I am not ready to leave yet. I don't feel like I've accomplished quite enough yet. I would like to catch at least 1 or 2 more fish to redeem myself, because I'm feeling kind of down in the dumps right now. So I rigged it up, but I really, really hope we don't have another issue, because I'm kind of sick to my stomach right now. This is terrible. Gotcha. Hey, nice jump. He's small, but he's feisty. Gotta give this guy some credit. That's some good fighting, buddy. If you were 3 or 4 pounds, you would really do a number on someone. Someday. Keep doing what you're doing. You'll get there someday, bud. Got you. Haha. Hey, there you go. Another little acrobat. They like to jump, my friends. There you go. Well, pretty much all the fish were just about the same caliber, but tell you what, still a good time. Sometimes it's okay to just go out there and be okay and just know that your expectations are smaller fish and just enjoy the smaller fish. I feel like a lot of times when it comes to bass fishing, something just blew up. When it comes to bass fishing, a lot of times we feel like it's a failure if you just catch small fish like this all day, but the reality is, it doesn't have to be. You know, this can be a fun fish too, especially when you're using gear like this. You know, maybe not necessarily the line, but this is like a lighter power rod. And you've got this light BFS reel and you've got light line, and you can make those fish a lot of fun. So despite the fact that we had some issues today, had a couple headaches on the water, I would say it was still a good time, and I'm still glad I came out. Folks, that's gonna be a wrap. Had a good time on the paddleboard. Obviously, like I complained about several times, we had some gear issues today. It's very obvious. Probably gonna do everything I can to avoid those gear issues again in the future. Let me know if you wanna see more BFS fishing videos in the comments below. I know it's kind of a polarizing subject for some reason. It seems like a lot of people hate it, a lot of people love it, and then there's most of us are probably somewhere in between, but I think it's fun. I'm not gonna tell you I like it as much as ultralight fishing, but I do think it's still fun. And every now and again, I just kind of feel like doing it. So I'm probably gonna do it every now and again, but I do always appreciate your feedback. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope you have a great night. We'll catch you next time.